gentlemen, it's my profound privilege to welcome you all this evening to the valedictory of our two-day deliberations. And the privilege is many-fold increased because of the sense of honor I feel while welcoming the Chief Secretary of the Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Devendra Sarangi, who has been a person supporting all innovative ideas towards improving service delivery. And I have had the privilege of working under him earlier and can vouchsafe for his streak of ensuring that the maximum amount of governance reaches the last unreached person of the state. So welcome you, sir. It's a privilege and we are grateful that you could find time to come to this gathering. It is also my privilege to welcome the Director of IIT Chennai. So I welcome you, Mr. Bhaskar Ramurthy, and we are very happy that you have had time to come to us. My dear friend Nitin Chadla, the Joint Secretary, Rural Development, Government of India, as some people shared in the morning session, is himself an epitome of a change agent, a person we all look up to, for trying at a meta scale bring about reform, change at the micro level whilst sitting at the top of the pyramid. And last but not the least, my dear friend David Boyce from London. David Boyce is the UN Secretary General's Advisory Board on Water. He has been in the sector for umpteen number of decades, has been going around the globe advocating improvement in public services. And we hope to hear the global view from him today. Thank you very much for your last 2 days of deliberation, and I am sure this conference will take at least a tiny step forward in finding the solutions the country wants from us. Thank you once again.
We'll just take 1 minute to share my learning over the last 2 days. These are 8 points. 1, change is inevitable. 2, change is needed. 3, change can be embraced by all of us. 4, change needs trust. 5, change needs a structure. 6, change needs committed people. 7, change can start small. 8, change can lead to fantastic results. UNICEF was very happy to partner with CEC for this conference. I think it has really enriched our understanding of the process of the need. We heard about change being frozen, refrozen, deep frozen, unfrozen. So I think the next step is a blueprint that really charts out that process for us. Thank you very much.
First of all, I thank for giving an opportunity to share my views. In Haryana, also we provided pipe drinking water scheme in all the villages in 1992, but we could not achieve the desired results. We used to heard about the public participation and social engineering, but during this workshop of 2 days, we have seen this has been happening in here. With this, I was so much excited with the dedication of the organizers to see that I have requested them rather to fix the dates so that we can train our people in Haryana. So I expect all of our participants in this organization, unConference, will share their views in their respective states. Definitely, I assure I will try to implement this in our state.
Friends, it had been great experience for 2 days. Very intense. Yesterday we were here from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. This was a complete different workshop. Few dedicated officers come together. They create a center for excellence for management of change. And it is not because the Government of India is funding it or UNICEF is funding it or Indian Bank is funding it that this is coming. It is coming from the bottom of the heart. It is coming from the commitment, and commitment not for one sector or one particular department. And it is without invitation, without the department asking whether it is agriculture engineering department or water supply department or water resources department. In fact, we are talking about convergent community action. Here they are talking about the convergent action of the officers at the cutting edge level. It has been a great learning for one simple reason, how officers committed themselves. In fact, I just talked with Mr. Vimun Iyer in service, has taken voluntary time. That he is still in service, and government of Tamil Nadu has allowed such kind of center of excellence to come without having a status of ATI, but it doesn't have to have a status of ATI. I must tell you the kind of appreciation. Today's workshop was, when it came out, it was 8 years of total research and commitment and work which went around. Of course, TN IMWOM was one of the very good contributors. In fact, initially we thought that the TN IMWOM is what is it all about, anchoring. But it is not only that. It is a number of things. So I must, sir, congratulate on behalf of Maharashtra. The kind of work which is going on here, we all draw upon each other. This time, it is a time of us to draw upon your great experience and actually carry forward the process of change in management, which is a continuing process, and take it to a different level. Thank you, Mr.
Of course, I have been a student of training itself, so my level of comprehension about 2 days content here is little different from probably others who have not been students of training per se. But having said that, I did appreciate that change is a process. Change is a learning process. Learning per se is a process. So if you at all have to bring about a change, you have to first learn the process of learning and then learn the process of change. Change is inevitable, but change will not come accidentally. Change has to be initiated by oneself. Don't expect Vivekananda or Tolstoy to come to you and help. That is what I was able to understand in last 2 days.
It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this conference, or unConference. I want to place it on the record that CEC, the management team, is doing a great job of extracting best out of each of us here. So as to make government service not a mere service, but it's a great service to humanity. Today's program is here is a journey into philosophy of good governance, where values play a vital role. It focused on grey areas, that is a gap is recognized, where intervention of us is required day-to-day administration. This conference made me to think purpose of government service. It really extracted the essence out of our inner potential to the good governance, where honesty, integrity, efficiency and people-friendly approach play a major role in delivery of service to need.
The issue of change, of service, of governance that one of your speakers mentioned at the start, these are at the root of the sector. Now, when the UN Secretary General Kofi Annan created an advisory board directly to advise him on the water and sanitation sector, or what we call WATSAN, it was first a reflection that the water issues are core and fundamental to all living beings on the planet. But second, that it is essential in dealing with inequality, dealing with poverty, dealing with health and life sustenance issues. But third, I think the concern of Kofi Annan is the same concern that the CEC has, and that is that the institutions which are responsible for managing water aren't doing their job.
If we want to change, if we want something to be done very badly, we have to want it in our heart, we have to keep thinking about it, keep working on it, and by our example, hopefully the organization will move in that direction. And then we'll find that actually things happen. To help us, I think there are some things that are fortunately available in our direction, which is this kind of technology, or in fact, if you have people who are motivated, they don't need this technology because they will feed the information back into the system. It's just that this is to overcome the initial hurdles when you're not sure, people are not necessarily aligned. You can use some technical aids, band-aids, if you want to call them, to get all this information and use this to drive the change. That is about the only thing, because technology really cannot do miracles. It's about only a few things that it can do for us. finally the people have to get together and get the job done. I believe, thinking along the directions in which this organization that I became aware of in the last few days is making people to think is a very important step in the direction. I wish all of you all the success in your endeavors, and the very fact that we are doing this means that lots of people out here and outside were thinking about these things. I have no doubt in my mind that we will deliver in this country. Thank you.
I'll be very delighted, sir, if we can work together. We have, in fact, a lot of respect and admiration for the state of Tamil Nadu, which we regard as one of the finest states in the entire country. It is often whenever we compare states, there is often an example given that if you shoot off letters to all the states asking them to send a reply on a certain particular subject, it will be Tamil Nadu which is the first state to send a response. And it's not a surprise that this innovation has also taken birth in the state of Tamil Nadu. And this will be a great contribution from the state of Tamil Nadu to the rest of the country.
Have a brief ceremony of presentation of service badges to 10 change champions who have shown exemplary involvement and volunteerism in their sphere of work. That's not the only reason they qualify for this badge. They have taken a pledge to follow a set of values and ethics in service. These champions will be the third batches of a multi-sectoral professional taking the service badge, and they are much fortunate and privileged enough to take it from the Chief Secretary.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset I would like to express my sincere thanks to the organizers of CEC. As I see it, the topic is so relevant in the present context that there cannot be no different opinion in this house that the organization which is entrusted with the responsibility of service delivery has to reorient itself in order to be relevant. So I'm sure during this 2-day workshop you must have exchanged your experiences and learned from each other. I'm glad that this conference is being held in Tamil Nadu in Chennai, and also at this part of the year, which is very hospitable. If it had been sometime in April or May, probably you would have thought twice before coming to Chennai. I'm sure you enjoyed your stay here, and when you go back, you would have become a little wiser in terms of handling your own crisis back home. I once again thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be with you this evening. Thank you very much.
In this unconference, we try to share our change management journey of 8 years to all of you, and in equal measure, we had something to learn from all of you. Memories of this conference may fade away from your mind, but the ideas we planted here, I am sure will take roots in your heart and bring us together. We are now ready to depart to our destinations, but this journey will continue and we will meet again. On behalf of the CEC, I thank the Director IIT Madras for finding his time to come over here and sharing his noble thoughts. Sir, your presence here takes our relationship with IIT Madras to a next higher level, and we will seek further collaboration with you in our future work. We will work on that. Thank you very much. We thank Mr. Nitin Chandra, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Rural Development, for having specially come over here and sharing his noble thoughts. We feel greatly empowered by the presence of Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu here. We assure you, sir, that we will continue to strive for excellence of service and bring laurels to the government. But on equal measure, we will demand your support and guidance with liberty. Our sincere thanks and love to all dignitaries and delegates from various states. We value your time and we hope that it was worthy of it. Our thanks to UNICEF, sponsors, hotel management, event manager, members of the press, and finally all my fellow team members who tirelessly work for the success of the conference. Thank you.